What is up, everyone? So I know it's been a while since I've done a vlog like this where we've talked cameras. I've been doing a lot of editing, spending a lot of time editing my cruise videos. By the way, before we get into the camera stuff, I really need your help. So my first cruise video has over 1,200 views, so it did quite well. However, the second video, same kind of quality, same kind of title structure, thumbnail structure, just isn't taking off. And it's not because it's not a good video. It actually has a hook in it. It has all the components to make a good video, but the YouTube algorithm just isn't pushing it out. And it's not because the people that have watched it don't give me the watch time and don't engage with it, don't give me likes or anything like that. It's not because people aren't clicking on it. I just don't know why the algorithm isn't pushing it out. In the video, I actually had some conflict go on. So if you would, check out that video and give me advice either here or there, just letting me know why it isn't doing as well as my first video. I know the first video is the beginning of the cruise. It is a little bit better, but I just don't understand. I've tried everything. And if you could give me some advice, it'd be greatly appreciated. So let's go on a walk now. The second thing I want to talk about is the upcoming release of the DJI Osmo 360 camera. And honestly, I'm really excited, but there's one thing that I'm concerned about that nobody else is talking about. So everyone's talking about the dual 1-inch sensors, which I think are going to be huge, just like everyone else is talking about, because we all want to see quality like the Pocket 3, and which I'm filming on now. And we're also in D-Log-M, by the way, because my last comment on a video concerning cameras where I compared the Pocket 3 and the A6700 in different modes, they really said they really like D-Log-M. And I haven't been shooting a lot of D-Log-M because it doesn't like expose and help expose for the face. But when I got down here in this scenario, I flip between normal or auto colors or normal colors and D-Log-M, and I'm seeing that D-Log-M is looking pretty good right now. So yeah, how does this look? Let me know down in the comments if you want to talk about that, and we can chat down there. But yeah, the biggest thing that I'm concerned about is I saw on the leaks where it might just be IPX4 waterproof, which pretty much means, you know, you can't submerge it. That's going to be a problem for me in particular. Now, I've been on several vacations with my GoPro over the years. And when I go on vacation, generally it's like a cruise or something. And I end up taking it snorkeling or at the beach, even at a pool, and submerging it underwater for a little while. But not anything like taking it on an actual dive. And I don't do that very often. If I did, I probably would invest in a dive housing. Now, I always rinse the camera off and after I'm finished, whether it's in chlorine or the salt water. The GoPro Hero 10, I bought that thing 5-6 years ago. No issues with corrosion, nothing. It's in perfect condition. And so I expect that I can use these newer action cams like the Ace Pro 2, or if I had decided on keeping the Action 5, which I kind of regret returning that now that the price has been inflated from the tariffs and everything, or from the relationship with these Chinese companies and the US market. Whatever it is, it's definitely inflated from DJI. So yeah, kind of regret returning that. It is hot out here. Decided to wait until about 8 o'clock at night, and it's 90 degrees. And previously it was like 100 degrees. But I'm still working up a little bit of a sweat, but I've been in the house all day long, and I just really needed to go on a walk. And I had been in the house editing, you know, for the past few weekends. So I really needed to get out, and I really wanted to get in front of the camera and talk, because when you get out of practice with this, yeah, you have to get it back. And I guess this is my practice for Parker. I'm taking Parker to Washington, D.C. next week. And yeah, I'm going to be vlogging it. It's probably going to be more of like a documentary style. My idea is that we always go on cruises and these easy vacations where we've got, restaurants that we can go to at any point in time that are prepaid. So how would a vacation look like if we were to take the train without a car to DC and then use the metro primarily? We'll use Uber and or taxis a couple of times, but primarily I want to use the metro as much as possible. Not because I want to save money, that's an extra added benefit, but also just because of the navigation and planning that I'm going to have to do, because if we were to fly to, some of these cities in like Europe or other places and have to use public transportation, I wanted to kind of get an idea of how that would be, just to practice things like that. So there's going to be some copyright music here, so I'm going to have to pause. I'm sorry, you guys, this is totally not scripted and I didn't really plan this out. So this vlog may be kind of all over the place, but hang in there with me. We're going to talk about some interesting things. I want to get into this new movement that some smaller YouTubers that I've been watching, medium-sized YouTubers, Luis Hermosillo and Chris Meets Chris primarily are kind of the leaders of this movement, to go back to the old YouTube and, just vlog. And I'm not so sure that'll work, but yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, upcoming trip to DC is going to be an experiment, so that we can do kind of a step into more real type of travel that I'd like to do as Parker gets older. I mean, my idea, I remember there was a video by Casey Neistat where he took his son and I think they went to Kilimanjaro or something, but I don't know if I'm going to go that far. But I would like to do similar things. I'd like to do some travel where we actually meet locals and things like that. And I would like to. We'll see if I can make that come to fruition. But yeah, I think that would be fun. And this is kind of a step in that direction. We're not going on a plane, but we do have a train which has luggage requirements, and we're going to be without a vehicle. So yeah, that's how it would be if we went, and traveled other than cruises elsewhere. And be honest with you guys, I am a bit nervous about it, because, and primarily my nervousness stems from the fact that we're not going to have food available to us at all times. I had to make a decision whether or not you go with a hotel that has a full kitchen, which basically I just need a refrigerator or a freezer, because we can live off burritos and frozen meals, for a week. That's fine, But there was no available hotels in my price range that were in a good location, had a full kitchen with an actual full-size refrigerator and freezer, and had a pool. So this one has a pool, but no freezer. So we're gonna have to figure that out. I know I can Instacart and get certain things, but I don't have to do that more than one time. And how am I gonna pop in all I have is a microwave to cook food. There's a restaurant in the hotel, but how good is that and how expensive is that? I'm not sure, but we'll find out. So yeah, that is coming up soon. So make sure that you're subscribed and to see that video. It's gonna be kind of a, documenting my days with that. It's gonna be cut up like my other videos. It's not gonna have a lot of fluff in it. I don't like to watch my own videos that have a lot of fluff in it, except for these. So the third thing I want to talk about is, the movement towards these more vlog style content on YouTube. And I do think it would be fun, it would be nice if we could get back to that. But I just don't think it's really going to happen, not in a large sense. Some of the smaller YouTubers got excited because they saw larger YouTubers coming out with content talking about it as well. But you have to think about how these larger YouTubers operate. It's a business, and what they're doing is they're looking at what are popular topics on YouTube that I haven't talked about. These can pop up in various different types of generators that you have hooked into your YouTube channel, such as vidIQ. That's what I tend to use. I don't use these to come up with ideas but I do see them. So some things that pop up on mine, oh yeah, let's talk about this new camera or that new camera. If I'm not interested in it, I'm not going to talk about it. That's just because this isn't a business. This is a hobby. So yeah, I'd like it to become somewhat of a business. I'd like to generate a little bit of extra, income off of this, especially when I get to the point where I retire. But right now, it is not really a business. It is a hobby. So, and I have freedom in that. I can talk about what I want to talk about. I can turn down sponsorships and deals and things like that. So the reason I don't think it's going to completely work is that at the end of the day, like I said, not only are those larger YouTubers, that is their business, but it's also because YouTube is a business. Even if it were like a non-profit, it would still need to generate ad revenue. It would still need to attract advertisers. And advertisers, what do they want to do? What is the purpose of advertising? To sell product at the end of the day. If they don't think that the audience is watching these videos are going to buy their products, then they're just taking up space on Google servers, and that's just about it. It's taking up network speed. It's not gonna work as a business model. They have to have shows that draw in people that are going to purchase their products. And it's not to say that, if all of YouTube was one big giant vlog, it wouldn't generate, there wouldn't be people on there to buy products. I'm not saying that, but you still need the type of content that showcases, products, talks about products, gets people excited about products. And those types of videos are going to generate more likely sales based on advertising than the other videos. Just my opinion. If you think that I'm wrong, that's what the comment section is for. So yeah, that's about it. But anyway, guys, if you haven't checked out that second cruise video that only has like 50 views, the first one literally almost has more subs generated from that video than the second one has views. Just check that video out. I'm not trying to draw things. The reason for me asking you guys to go check it out is simply because I don't want to repeat the mistake, or I want to correct the mistakes that I made in that video, or at least be prepared if I shoot another video like that again or edit it that way, that there's not going to be a lot of views on it. Primarily, yes, I shoot because I want to capture memories for Parker and I, but I probably wouldn't spend that much time editing it so that other people will also enjoy those as well. So anyway, guys, check out that video. If you've gotten this far, hit that like button, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Peace.